Hello, and welcome to the tutorial on building fortifications. Today we will go over the basics of how to craft, place, and build the window barricade. Further on in the tutorial, we will show off upcoming content, the door barricade, and explain its purpose and function. After that, server owners all explain the config settings and what they mean and how to use them properly to make your server more unique and how you wish to do them. Let's get started. Window barricades are awfully easy to make. All I need is 2 sticks and a rope, some nails, planks, and a hammer. First, we will get started with making the kit. So you take 2 sticks and a rope, and then you cycle till you get the craft window barricade kit. We're going to craft the window barricade real quick. Now that we've got that done, we have a window barricade kit. If I were to remove the rope, it would give me back the 2 sticks and the rope in my hand. But let's not do that. Now I need to place it. As you can see, the inside is the inside of the window barricade. It needs to be facing me. The outside faces the outside of the world. So now that I got my window barricade hologram there, I can walk up to my window that I want to barricade, and I can place my barricade on the window. And just like that, we now have a visual representation where we need to put the stuff. So let's go over here and grab the nail, the planks, and then on our way over, let's grab the hammer. So I can walk up and I can attach the planks to that, and then I can also attach the nails to the window barricade. The window barricade has 3 stages. It has a base, has the first 3 boards, and then it finally has the final 2 boards. The window barricade uses realistic resource management, so the amount of boards that you will need to build the window barricade is equal to the amount of boards that the window barricade uses visually. So 2 boards for the base, 3 boards for the first stage, and 2 boards for the second stage. The amount of nails used in the window barricade is also visually represented. So here we can look at it, and I can add more boards, which will then put in the final 2 boards on the window barricade. As you can see here, now we have a fully completed window barricade, and we now have a thing. What's even cooler is we can also talk about curtains. So like I stated, you can make curtains for your window barricade. How you do that is you cut up burlap sacks with a blade. Now, you're going to need 5 burlap strips plus a sewing kit to be able to make your burlap curtain. As you can see here, I already cut up 4 other burlap sacks ahead of time, so we take a sewing kit plus 5 burlap strips to make a burlap cloth. You can bind this together, should be real quick to do, and then it will spawn you in a burlap cloth rolled up. And you can see it looks very dirty, nasty, and it definitely looks quite homemade, and it's meant to look this way. I even have a fun little thing here giving people an idea of what this can be used for, maybe obscuring people's vision. So if you go up here and go to your window barricade, you can see that we have actually these cool GUI icons showing you the closed and open curtain. If I were to take the burlap cloth and put it here, you can see now I have a burlap cloth on the top of my window. If I move it to the closed one, I now have a burlap cloth that's nailed there, and when I walk backward, it's really hard to see out of. But if I walk forward, I can see a little bit out of the slits and possibly see somebody walking by. If we go outside and I was a person trying to raid my base, you can see from a distance that it is incredibly hard to see inside there. So even if I am looking down the scope of a gun, hold my breath, I still have trouble seeing. Yet if I was the base owner, I could see out of the window curtain quite well if I was standing close enough to it. Which moves us on to our next part. The window barricade is destructible if the server owner allows it. Please see your server owner if they have this type of base rating. There are two types of base rating they can enable. They can have both base rating or one or the other. So the first form of base rating is the ability to actually use melee, bullets, and explosives to be able to get through the window barricade. As you can see, me shooting that repeatedly broke the window barricade. Now, your server can make it the window barricade take far more damage or far less damage. The example here is not a true indicator of what the window barricades have health-wise as a default. The default for each part of the window barricade is half the health of one part of a vanilla base wall part. The other method is with a sledgehammer. This is the other rating method that I have enabled that has the original vanilla way of rating, and that is walking up to destroy a window. And the server owner can set the time it takes to destroy one part of this window with a sledgehammer at their discretion. Furthermore, they can also enable logs to be able to track who shot the barricades with bullets, explosives, or melee, or who used a sledgehammer to destroy the window barricades, or whatever weapon they choose to put instead. This is the end of the window barricade demonstration. It actually does let light through it during the night. Alright, let's move on to the sneak peek of the upcoming door barricade for this mod. Alright folks, now we're going to begin showcasing the upcoming door barricade itself in its full glory. The hologram is just a placeholder. I need to change it, but this is me just giving an example of the progress on the door barricade. So, here we go. We got the thing here, and just to make this a little bit easier, I am going to essentially just build this up. So, you'll be building a post here, and then you will have to build a frame, and then you can build a upper frame, and then from there you can choose how you wish to build. So that is the outer planks are facing away from us. This is the final lower planks, and then this is the final, this is the inner, and then this is the upper one, final outer one, and then we can go to the lower plate, and then we can go to the final outer uplink. Now, if we go over here and we look at the outside, this is what it will look like on the outside. This is what the door barricade would look like before it becomes a door. Now, if you go down to the hinges, you can't build the hinges. And the reason why I did this is because the inside is not technically built yet. So I made it so this actually has it so you can build more on the inside and have a very strong build. Now, some people may say that this seems like way too many steps for a door, but the way I have built this is if I was a raider coming from the outside, let's go ahead and get rid of the thing. If I was a raider coming from the outside and this door was my way, I'd shoot this. Each layer, the metal, the wood planks, and the other wood planks all have a chance of stopping the bullet on the outside layer. Then the inside layer also has a chance of stopping or making the bullet get misdirected. If you don't know about this process, please go see Wowo's demonstration of bullet penetration, and you will understand why base building like this can actually be very beneficial for people. If you've ever been shot through a static wooden door or through a wooden fence when you have been defending a base, you will know that this kind of layers can actually really help save you. So finally, once you have all this built, and mind you, I do not have the door fully built up yet to be open and closable. I am still working on that process. So you can't open and close it, but here's what the funny wire looks like. And that's my friend Lad talking. We will be cutting that out of the video. But yeah, this is the door barricade in all of its glory, coming soon to the building fortifications mod. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about the config for server owners. So the first line config version is for me as a modder. When I update the config, I'll probably update them to this. If your version for your profile is 1, but the example I have in my mod folder is version 2, you know that your version is outdated and you need to update. This should automatically update, but if it doesn't, this is how you know. Now, disable rating tool is a yes or no statement. 0 equals no, 1 equals yes. So if you change this to 1, they could not raid with the sledgehammer, which is the raiding tool. The raid destroy part time is in minutes. So right now I have it default set to 5 minutes. If you wish to change this, you can change it to 1 minute, 6 minutes, and if you wanted to, you could be all like 0.5, and that would be half of a minute, which is 30 seconds. All right. Now, enable destroy logs. 1 is yes, 0 is no. Destroy log will be printed into your ADM file, which we will talk about here in a second. The window barricade firearm damage is the amount of damage that your window barricade takes percentage-wise from the corresponding damage value. Firearm is bullets, explosives is explosives, and melee is a melee. At 100 is 100% of the damage value from the bullet. So if the bullet does 100 damage and you shoot it, it will do 100 damage to the window barricade. 90% means it will do 10% damage than its original damage to the window barricade, and so on, all the way to 0%. It is a float, which means that it does deal in decimals, which means that you can change that to be, 0.1, which would be, I think it's like less than 1% damage. The default health of a window barricade part is half of a vanilla fence part. So just keep that in mind. Now, what's cool about this is in the future, when I introduce the door barricades will have its own 3 damage settings, so you can make window barricades more resistant than door barricades or vice versa. And every buildable item in the game that I introduce will have this feature where you can control how much damage the 3 categories can do to that specific base building item. And I think that will be very helpful for people. So, in our logs, in the ADM logs, you will have 2 different things. It will log when someone shoots, uses explosives, or melee using the vanilla rating mechanics. The second logging method is when people use the old rating mechanics, which is an action-based timer to break down a part. So here we have the first example here. Now, it looks really hard to read, but it's actually quite easily broken down. The first set of numbers is the time of this on the server that it happened. Please look to the very top of your ADM log to look at when the server was started and how long it has been running. This will give you an idea of what this time references, right? Okay. So that's the time. Then it states the username of the person who actually shot the window barricade. Then it states their GUID. This GUID can be used to confirm that someone's not masquerading as someone else and trying to get other people in trouble that they shouldn't. The GUID is the ultimate identifier of a player. Alright. The next part of it is shot from. This tells you the distance in which the window barricade was shot from, and it's the exact measurement of distance. As you can see, it breaks it down in quite a huge decimal format. The next step is damage done. It tells you how much damage was done to step 2, which is 122.703 to zone part step 2. This means that I was using a FOUL, which does like 130 or 35 damage. And based off the distance, that's the damage thing. Please see Wobo's videos of how damage drops off after certain distances based off the weapon. Current health is how much health is left on the window barricade. Mind you, I did change the window barricade's health 4 examples, so the window barricade health is not 177 or originally 200. It's really like 6,000 by default. And then finally, it tells you the position of the window barricade itself, which is very, very handy in understanding how someone broke into or destroyed base building parts to get into a base. The second place is when someone destroys with a sledgehammer. Again, it's a very similar format. It breaks it down in time, name, GUID, what they broke it with, and the position at which they broke it at. It's very simple. It says destroyed when they destroy the window barricade and stuff like that. Please be noted that when someone's using explosives, melee, or firearms with the new method of base rating, that when it says that the current health is 0, that means they pretty much destroyed the part. And that, folks, is the building fortifications tutorial. Thank you very much for watching, and please like and subscribe if you can. All you need is a plank and some nails. Where are the nails? Where are the nails? So the window barricade can even take grenade damage. I didn't think that one through. So as you shoot the window barricades, you can... fuck. Alright, here we have our door barricade. Fuck. Oh, shit.